Today I want to help out with an aspect of guitar technique and instrumental technique in general that is something that often comes up. Dealing with slides and having problems with ending up not where you want it to be, ending up on the wrong fret at the end of your slide. I've got a simple tip which I think will help quite a lot. So when you're sliding, you're going from somewhere to somewhere else. You're going from A to B. You're really doing a position shift. Let's say, let's set up like a scenario, right? From the 5th fret to the 12th fret of the G string. So say that's your slide, say that's your position shift. What you want to do is move your eyes to the destination before you start moving. And that might sound really simple, that might sound too simple, but it actually makes a lot of sense. Whenever a student says, you know, Christy, I can't get this slide, or I'm always screwing up this slide, and I always notice the same thing. Their eyes don't look ahead. So their eyes will be down here, and then they won't be looking at where they're going. Or what most people try and do, and this is intuitive, you'd think this would be okay, you might even think this would be the best thing to do, but it's not, is they try and look at the finger. Basically try and keep their eye on the finger doing the slide. Funny thing about the eyes, fun fact about the eyes and your brain, is that the eyes only see when they are fixed on something, when they are fixated on something, when they're still, in other words. The eyes don't actually fixate. If I go like this, if I go like that, you still have an impression of what's in front of you. But that's all it is, it's an impression. It's just the brain filling in the blanks. It's like, I know what was in front of you there, and I know what's in front of you once you've stopped moving your eyes. All the stuff in between, it's just like a projection, like an average of what you're not actually taking that in. Believe it or not, you're not taking that in. We know this from watching readers, tracking eye movements of readers, which you can do with a laser. You can hook them up to a very cool rig, like a pair of glasses. It's got a laser pointer on it. And you can see what people's eyes do when they're reading. And they don't scan. It's not a continuous scanner along the page. It's fixations. So it's looking, taking in a collection of words, separate look, taking in a collection of words, separate look, taking. That's how the eye actually works. So as this applies to guitar, what you need to do right before you go is look. Before you go. Not immediately when the note's due. It has to be in advance. If you just wait until the moment the change is due, you just sort of panic. It's like, ah. That's all that happens. It needs to be before. So while you're still on that note, before you go to that one, your eyes are going to move from that position to that position. And then, because they're actually seeing that, because they're actually fixating on that static point, when your finger arrives there, the eyes can see, ah, it's reached. And that sends the signal to stop sliding. You see? I hope that's clear. The closer something is to your eye, the faster it moves in relative terms. So when you see a plane in the sky, moving at like a reasonable pace, it seems like. No, it's not. It's moving at about 350 miles an hour. You could never keep your eye on that if you were a few meters away from it. But because it's so far away, you can track it quite gently. The closer something is to you, the faster it moves by comparison. So if you're doing a fast slide, just literally a blur. There's no way you're going to keep on top of that. So when position changing, look ahead in advance to where you want to go, making it so habitual that it just becomes a habit, that you do that at the right moment when you're about to change position. That will transform the accuracy of your sliding and therefore your comfort level with it. So you'll be happier to use more slides. So I hope that helps you. I'll see you next time.